Heaven's heights, nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Look. 59. Bring it. Mike spot 9.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Look.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Mike is look. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, the rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First down.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle.
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
They get this out left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Metcalf. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Cardinals 7.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
36 power. 59 mark. Check, 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Lights 59. Lights 59. Hey, keep it up.
To throw again. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Cardinals.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
57.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run it with Balaj. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Arizona.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Deontay Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Bang out, bang out, bam, bam. Mike 48. Check tight end, check tight end.
And that's going to be incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Spins by. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 26. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pick.
Now Balaj.
2nd and 6.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
Try and run the option to pick it up. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Connor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It'll be Murray on the keeper. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Metcalf, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They run it with Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there. By the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Balaj. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
31. Seahawks 17. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 6. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Carson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson on the move to his left. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, Dave.
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Don't get nervous. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I got you. I got you.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They run it here with Edmonds. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Edmonds. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.